Good afternoon.
Just days before Russia and Ukraine resumed hostilities last year, US President Joe Biden, next to their newly elected German Chancellor Olaf Scholz, gave this ominous warning about the Nord Stream 2 pipeline at the White House.
If Russia invades, that means tanks or troops crossing the border of Ukraine again. Then there will be no longer a Nord Stream 2. We will bring an end to it.
How will you do that exactly, since the project is within Germany's control?
We will, I promise you, we'll be able to do it.
Then, last September, leaks were detected in the 1,200-kilometre-long pipeline, and investigations launched by Swedish, Danish and other regional governments pointed to sabotage. Moscow blamed Washington and its allies. Washington blamed Moscow. However, the sabotage was downplayed here in the West. That was until last month, with explosive allegations from the Pulitzer Prize-winning US journalist Seymour Hersh. He accused the US of being behind the attack on the pipeline.
The worry was that Russia was weaponizing this gas. It was using it to get leverage in West Germany, Western Europe and Germany, and that was always something that was problematical for us. We wanted to keep Russia from having energy power.
Hersh came to fame after publishing details of a massacre carried out by US troops at the village of My Lai in Vietnam back in 1968. These latest allegations have been dismissed by the US government, as the My Lai massacre was first dismissed nearly 50 years ago. However, his report led Russia to call a meeting of the United Nations Security Council and for a UN-led investigation last month.
Obviously, all these facts in the Hersh report should be the subject of an international investigation. At the same time, we cannot count on the unbiased position of the Norwegian authorities and their willingness to cooperate constructively in this matter. We have evidence to that effect as well.
The governments of Denmark, Sweden and Germany have also sent a letter to members of the UN Security Council saying their findings point to, quote, powerful explosions due to sabotage. The case for US involvement is interesting, as it would have meant a direct attack on infrastructure owned in part by a close ally, Germany. However, long-standing US opposition to Nord Stream 2 and its sister pipeline Nord Stream 1 is well known. Sanctions against European companies and private pressure over the pipelines date back decades to the Reagan administration. And even though Nord Stream 2 was not yet fully operational at the time of the attack, it was ready to pump reliable, cheap gas at the outset of hostilities in Ukraine. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz is due here at the White House on Friday, nearly a year since his first visit, and many questions remain about the Nord Stream 2 attack, and they're likely to remain unanswered. We understand that the White House has said that there is going to be no press conference between the German Chancellor and US President Biden this time. Nathan King, CGTN, just outside the White House.